Hello, listeners. This is Keith, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Die by the Sword podcast. Before we get into this episode, I want to give a big shout out to the guys over at Midnight Syndicate. You can check out their music over at midnightsyndicate.com. And we'd also like to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes for the wonderful ambient sound you hear throughout our podcast. You can check them out at www.youtube.com/Sword Coast Soundscapes. Also, check out our website at diebytheswordpodcast.com and get connected with the community by following us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Contact us at diebytheswordpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to leave a great review wherever you listen to us. And now, let's get into this week's episode.
Remember, let's try to keep it G.
I don't think that's possible with this group.
I say, why would we? Have you been here for the past few years?
I try.
Uh-huh. Oh, Phillip and I have been here for what, 6? 5 or 6?
Yep.
Yeah. 6, yeah, it is 6. Well, 5.5. It's almost 6. I think, what is it, July? Is that when? Oh, that's when the release. No, June?
Yeah, we started recording in
way before
earlier.
Because we wanted to build up that reserve before we started releasing episodes. And to make sure that we actually liked what we were doing before we released episodes. So,
Do have to like it, that's for sure.
that is true. It is a labor of love. And expenses. So yeah, what's everyone been up to? Anything exciting?
Man, not really. It's just been a lot of work, and yeah, that's about it for me. I did get the fam was out of town last weekend, so I was living the bachelor life by myself. And that was just
cool.
Yeah. Did some house chores, drank some beer in my underwear, played some video games. It was a good weekend.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
What games you been playing?
Mostly, I was playing some Ultima Online, but then I started also playing the Telltale Expanse game. Did you ever watch the Expanse series on TV? Or read the books?
Yes.
Yeah. So I read the series, and then I also watched it on Sci-Fi. I loved it, and finally got around to playing the Telltale series, which was really fun.
Nice. They did the Walking Dead game too.
Yeah,
didn't
they did The Walking Dead. They did what else they did? They did a Batman one. They did
the wolf one.
The werewolf.
They did
one.
the wolf. Yeah, Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Did they do Until Dawn too, or is that somebody separate?
I think that's somebody separate.
It's that same style though of the kind of choose your adventure.
Yeah. Oh, and they did. I think they did a Borderlands one too. I think.
Okay. Yeah, those are good games.
Yeah.
I saw that Until Dawn is actually releasing a movie.
Oh shoot!
So,
For real?
uh-huh.
Okay,
Love
I've got to
that.
ask, what happens at dawn?
Everyone dies. No. It's one of those where you've got to survive until dawn, basically. Yeah, 2025 film Until Dawn.
That's the repeat one, where they keep dying and then they just go back to the same time and they have to make it through the night.
Yep.
I did see the previews for that. It looks good.
Yep. April 2025. So it's coming up soon. I did like that game. I believe it had Hayden Panettiere in that one in the game.
Oh, I think you're right.
She's not in the movie though. At least not that I see in the main cast on IMDb.
I just looked at so my Instagram picture has the date that we started recording, but it's like since it's a circle, it doesn't. I can't make it out. But I think it says March 16th.
Yeah. So we're almost there
Yeah.
for our 6-year anniversary of recording.
Dun, dun, dun.
Look at us with this longevity of podcasting.
I know. Damn.
And we're still doing the same story.
Holy shit. Wow. You guys are terrible at this.
We gotta find our way out. When is dawn?
Right. I mean, if you people wouldn't keep dying, you wouldn't have to start with new characters every once in a while.
I feel
Wow.
like that was a dig at me.
Wow.
Damn.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
That's just hurtful.
He is the GM. That's why he's hurtful.
Uh-huh. If I was nice, I wouldn't be doing my job. This ain't Candyland.
The next place we go to is Candyland.
That's the next story that we do. Yeah.
Like Dimension 20 did?
Did they go to Candyland?
They did. They merged Candyland with Game of Thrones.
That Candy Kingdom is rough.
You never know who's sitting on the lollipop.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. See, we've already passed that G rating. We were talking Candyland, and then you just jumped into.
You should just let that sit there for a long time till John had to say something else to cover that up.
Too late.
Yep. Yeah. So to keep us kind of back on track, how about we do one of these pod deck cards that we haven't done in like a year?
Ooh,
that
that sounds
sounds
like fun.
Let's do it.
So let's see. Let's find one from the paranormal deck, just because we're doing a horror themed campaign. I feel like that's what we've done mostly for this one. Okay. The one that pops up is, if you could be any supernatural creature, what would you be?
Any supernatural creature? Like
Mhm.
the Kukui?
Yeah, that's a supernatural creature.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be the Kukui, though.
No, because yeah.
Damn, that's kind of a good one. But it's a hard one.
I mean, there's so many
first-
creatures to choose from.
I'll say the first thing that comes to my mind is a centaur.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
That'd be kind of sweet. Have a big ol' ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you'd be the
got them
centaur
thick
of
horse
attention.
cheeks.
Yeah, just be twerking as a centaur. That'd be kind of cool. Centaur. would
And you
be-
have to wear pants.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Wait, what's the... Okay, so the centaur is the horse bottom. What's the one with just horse legs?
A fawn?
Minotaur.
That's
I'm thinking
a
of Minotaur.
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 That's a
Well,
cow.
Minotaur is human body mostly, and
That's right.
cow
bull.
head.
Cow head, yeah.
Yeah, bull.
A satyr is goat legs.
Goat legs. Yeah. I don't know if they have one that's just human body and horse legs that aren't like full horse body.
Yeah. So if you were a centaur, Keith, would you let people ride on you?
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That'd be hot.
He said be hot.
But I mean, that's how I'd make my living, I think. Let them ride me and charge for it.
Mhm.
Pony rides?
Pony rides.
Yeah, man.
You centaur slut.
Some people have Uber. We have Centaur.
I can make it as rough as you want it to be.
No. Then you'd become
Giddy
the centaur for disease control.
Oh. Nice.
That Centaur's going to need some penicillin later.
Can you spin around enough to clean yourself in the back?
I don't know. I don't think you can.
I don't think you
think so.
can. Yeah.
I think there was a Saturday Night Live thing about that, about a centaur wipes.
Senior wipes. Who holds them? Who holds them?
I think it was called an Augbesion. Is the device that they use.
An
Who was the
Augbesion.
guest? Oh, it was Christopher Walken was the guest, and he was interviewing the centaur for a position at work, and it was all centaur questions.
I mean, I think a werewolf would be cool, except for the losing your mind part. Like, if you could be like a sentient werewolf, that'd be real neat.
I think
I would have thought you
eventually
pick something
can.
with water.
Oh, see, you know what? Like a Loch Ness monster situation.
No, you could be a merman.
Mhm.
Merman pop, I love it.
Merman.
You know
Now
what? I would be a merman. You're right. I think I could do like that. You're right.
But now, are we talking like King Triton merman, or are we talking like Cabin in the Woods merman?
Oh,
No creature from the Black Lagoon, so you can have legs.
Ah,
I kind of like that too, actually. And I assume if you got legs, you got a dong. So with the regular merman, King Triton, you ain't gonna see his dong.
No dong. Nope.
Oh, it just comes out when it's necessary.
it's retractable.
See, I think he just spawns like everybody else, like all the other fishies. So he's just like releasing his, his
Mhm.
milk.
Well, I mean, fish like guppies and things like that. Those guys, they fuck.
Okay, so then there's an interesting question: are mer people live bearers or egg layers? Okay, so now we've got a question.
Discuss.
This is becoming a whole unique situation.
Yeah, I like
Do
where we
not
derail
know.
to.
I know, right? Bark, bark, bark. See, I would think most people would probably say my go-to would be vampire, because that's what I've always liked vampires.
Right.
But then being a dragon would be pretty badass too, especially when
Dragon
they
or
have dragon
dragonborn.
form. I'd say dragon, so I would have that full dragon size, and then also have my human form too, so I can switch back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I get to
Mine
fly.
would be. Well, that's always good.
Yeah, the flying would be a big bonus.
I do like the flying part, so that's why I would be a ghost. Because
Ah.
then I can just go wherever I want, right through walls. Doesn't matter. I can,
Mhm.
be there, not be there.
Unless it's Beetlejuice rules.
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to haunt the place that you died, so you're always stuck.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Avoid
Well-
the sandworms.
Yeah, just avoid sandworms.
Also, what if you died in an embarrassing outfit?
And you're just stuck in that
I plan
outfit.
to.
Have you seen the TV series Ghosts?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yes, it's good.
There's one of them that dies pantsless, and so he's
Oh yeah,
Always
yeah, yeah.
pantsless,
Pantsless.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun
This
series.
guy-
I do like
Yeah.
it.
Do you watch the British one too?
I
I
did.
tried. I did not care for it.
It's not as good in my opinion, but there are some characters I like better in that one.
Well, yeah, I saw the British one before I saw the American one. So
Yeah, I did too. Like
I
I
enjoy-
like the witch that was burned at the stake. I like her a lot in the British one, and I like the colonel or whatever in the British one. But then I like most of the other American ones.
you know what? I'm gonna pick a witch,
All right,
man witch,
like the sandwich.
only man witch.
My man witch.
I can
All
live in
right.
the woods by myself, and then cast spells on people, and then we float, witches float like ducks.
So you're
Like
made of
Pennywise?
wood.
You're made of
Yes.
wood, yes.
Do you turn somebody into a newt?
Yeah, but they got better.
Like, oh, bet. All right,
It's
so
because
we've
they were
got
named Newt.
right. So we've got a ghost. I've got a centaur. Got a witch. And we'll say dragon for me. Did you side on merman for yours, Gary, or did you?
Yeah, yeah. I yeah. Final answer.
All right, Merman. There we go. So we've
That
kinda
sounds like our
covered
next party.
The bases there. It does. That could be a fun party, actually. Although almost you could do a World of Darkness campaign with those kind of characters.
I think we need a Halloween special. We have the characters.
We got the characters. Just got to come up with the whatever system we want to use and the story. So,
I like how we're all monstrous creatures, but Keith is just... I don't count that as a monster. Like
Centaur?
a scary monster. That's like a cool creature.
But I keep thinking about in battle. If I can't really see behind me,
Kick, just start kicking.
just kick.
I'm gonna yeah. Just every few back kick. Make sure there's nobody back there.
Get rid of him.
Kickball change, arrow.
We can feed you apples.
Ooh, now I'm just
Carrots.
envisioning a centaur bard.
I was doing a centaur monk in my head.
Mm-hmm. Monk would be good too, or a ranger. Or I mean, centaurs would cover a lot of the classes. I don't figure a rogue would be very good for them. It'd be hard to get to some of those traps and locks and things like that.
Just clopping around.
Flopping all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth, not there.
Stealth is not their strong suit.
Huge and the hoofs.
Yeah. Yeah. Some other.
And if you broke your leg, we'd have to put you down.
It's true.
Sure. But I could do a flurry of hind legs. So
Mhm.
because there's 3 legs back there.
Oh,
Hey-o!
It'd be a really specific campaign though, with the merman in the mix. That'd make it the hardest part for everybody.
Yeah, it would have to be somewhat aquatic, or you just have to carry a huge bathtub with you at all times.
Oh, that'd be nice.
no,
Pocket spa.
Keith could pull it like a cart.
We're like circus refugees.
Like the Crooked Ken was in book 2 of this campaign.
Yes.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Except even more crooked. Yeah, going back to earlier, I had a segue for a second, and then I've lost it. I was going to talk flurry of blows because we were in the middle of combat with vampires.
Yes, but they're on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
said
as a
nay.
ghost, I wouldn't care about.
I would hate it. Lousy Puritans.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be very fond of it either. It'd be like a merman boil.
Ooh.
Merman etouffee.
Yeah.
So is a mer person white meat or dark meat? And where does it...
I feel like
Okay. Welcome to the Cannibal Hotline. These are your friends, not your dinner.
But if we got stranded,
Yeah.
somebody had to be eaten.
It's
That's
either
true.
going to be
Damn.
the fish man or the horse man.
Fish meat's better. Come on, guys.
Both eat them raw.
Yeah.
Merman sushi.
I feel like the tail gets a good workout, so that would probably be the darker meat. Yeah, like
Well-
tuna.
I think instead of the dark meat, I think I meant red meat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Yeah,
cow. Yeah.
Red meat versus white meat. I'm going to
And
guess
then,
that
so
it'd be
yeah,
more
you
white
would get
meat.
the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Surf and turf.
Yeah, because then the top would be like people. So like people say that tastes like pork.
Yeah. Long
Who said
pig, as
that?
they call it.
Who do you know that said that?
Gary named it
Again-
right there.
Yeah.
He knew what it's called.
Yeah. It's called long pig
Back-
for a reason.
Yes, back to the Cannibal Hotline.
That's what you find
So
out
how do you
listening
know-
to true crime stories.
Right. True crime.
Not for any
stories.
other reason.
That's funny. It's one of those things I always assumed is like a fact that people know, and then I guess it's not because Phil was like, "What?
How do you know? I haven't tasted it. I can't confirm just what people have
Can't
said.
confirm that. Sorry.
I was afraid that one of the barbecues that I went to Gary's house for was people.
Slow smoked."
Mm.
Some double meat palace in there. Secret ingredient is people. It's a meat process. But it's really
So
vegetables.
ingrained.
But speaking of who knows what, and yeah, I don't have a segue this week. But yeah,
-4.
I had one earlier, and then we just kept talking past it, so I couldn't find a new one.
We
My
did
brain
ruin
was
it,
still
sorry.
stuck on that one.
You're just thinking about delicious people.
Pork. But yeah, so who remembers what happened last time?
Fire.
Fire, yes. I was in a doorway. Fire.
Your door is ajar.
And we did the thing you're not supposed to do. We split the party.
You did split the party.
Ooh, we did.
Not bad though. Just a little.
True.
I mean, you've
Well,
left
I
it with
walked
2 people versus 6 vampires.
Yeah, but they were wimpy little stoner vampires.
It's true.
Yeah.
Dude.
A stash, dude.
Did you burn our stash, Brute?
Whoa.
What's that smell?
Yeah. So, what was his name? He ran away from us.
Luvick.
Oh, it was
No,
it
wait.
wasn't Luvick.
Luvick's the main guy.
Yeah.
Start with the R, I think.
Giovanni.
Radvir Giovanni.
There you go.
Radvir.
Radvin.
His name is Radvir.
His
name is Vigo.
He heard us talking about him, stole pork chop, and then he gone.
Yeah, we need to find Pork Chop.
How do you know he stole pork chop? Pork chop could have just
Pork
left on
Chop's
his own.
gone. Pork Chop was
He's been
made on his
acting
own.
weird. Hearing
Zombie
weird
chop.
voices and stuff.
He's not just acting. He is weird.
He's like,
He's been acting froggy.
True.
Oh, yeah,
But
Pork
he-
Chop's not here.
That's right. And yeah, but we were trying to chase him, Rodvik, and we ran into these stoner vampires, and we were like, they're all stoned out of their mind. Let's kill them. And then you were like, they all get up immediately, and they're all coherent again.
yeah, and then you guys are
That's not how it worked.
That's how I
exactly
remember it
went
too.
down. So we were in a sticky situation.
My favorite part is when I threw that grenade in there and just ran away.
True.
They're fighting back. Run.
But there's definitely explosions going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole
We talked-
little cave
You
is
Nosferatu, right?
on fire. You did you do that this time or the time before? But you have talked to him.
It's under 172 in my notes.
So then that was the episode before, because this is 174.
Oh, well, I'm way behind.
Me too.
Hello.
But y'all did speak to Ramoska Arkminos. He's the Nosferatu. But yeah, you did that. Then you went to go talk to Radvir. This is 172 that happened. You went to go talk to Radvir, the whole thing in his shop. And then after that is when he disappeared. You tried to follow him and found this drug den, essentially.
He sold me a dupe dress.
Oh, he totally did. You somehow managed to startle these vampires, the 2 that were basically looking out for the drugged out ones. And either they or something caused a detonation of some sort to happen in that southern chamber down there, and that startled the other vampire spawn awake and started a fight. And then some of y'all decided to run away while others stayed and fight.
Well,
sum
I'm
it
not
up pretty
fighting.
well?
I'm just blocking the door.
Well, yeah. Big cat and a tiny door.
Yeah, not letting anybody out.
Who's playing Quinley?
It's a good question.
Let's look at our Quinley rotation sheet. Looks like episode 174 is Keith.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You should have control of Quinley and Hero Lab. All right.
All right. Got the sheet up.
Cool. So I believe we left off like at the end of the last episode with Yaneeko's turn. He ran into the room because y'all went to go basically tell Luvick what was going on.
That's correct.
So you ran into this chamber, and all the vampires just turned and looked at you. And
Fresh meat.
Luvick will speak and says, "Well, hello again, my friend. What brings you back? Such a brave soul entering this chamber alone."
Not alone. They're right outside the door. But we found that Rodvir is your guy that's been supplying the drugs to make your vampire spawn not follow you.
What do you mean? What evidence do you have against Rodvir?
Follow me and I'll show you.
This better be good.
Oh, it's great.
So he will follow.
All right. So are we still in initiative?
We are still in initiative because there's still
Okay.
a combat going on in the other room.
All right.
All right. So that'll end Yaneeko's turn. And Thwip, it is your turn.
Let's see.
You're in the middle of the room with a bunch of vampires spawn around you.
Yeah.
Looks like two of them have conditions on them, and I don't remember what those conditions are.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to try to maybe grapple the one to my north and be like, "Hey, come here, little geek."
That might be what those conditions are, because I think you both said you were going to grapple one. So I think the two
think
that
you're
have the skull on them, I think those are both grappled. Now
Yes, I think
I'm
you're right.
remembering.
Yep.
Ugh, old brains.
I was going to say, one was definitely dead. Because we killed one, and he woke up, and he's like, "Did you call a friend?" Be like, "No,
Nah,
we
not
did
at
not."
all.
Yeah. There were two more, because there were 8 to start with, so 2 of
Okay,
them
perfect.
are dead, and I've just removed them from the map because they turn into gas form, so that you don't
Okay.
have their bodies to worry about.
Perfect.
So once they die, I'll just remove them from the map. So you've got one grappled, so if you want to maintain that grapple, you'll just roll that grapple check again at a +5.
Yes, we shall do that. And it's my CM
B, as in boy.
right?
Yes. Against my CMD.
Okay. 23.
Alright, so you do maintain that grapple.
Ooh, okay, good.
So if you'd like to do damage to him, now that you've done that, you can do damage to him, or you can try to pin him down. If you want to pin him, then there's lots of different things you can do once you have him grappled and maintained.
I think I will just try to keep grappling, and because I don't want to hurt him necessarily, because it seemed like these guys were just some stoner dudes trying to, do whatever. Plus, I know that hopefully they went to go get some help, so I don't want them to disappear on us either.
Alright. Sounds good.
But I'm going to try to play it up like I'm having some trouble. Make him feel like he's doing good.
Give me a performance check then. It can be bad.
Ooh, okay.
Just give me a performance check. Just pretend.
All right. So
Remember,
let's see.
he's stoned, so you don't have to do a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Am I performing dance? Oh, you know what? It's the same bonus, I think, for all of them. So, Oh, damn. 6.
You're acting like, yeah, and he's like, whatever. He doesn't believe that you're struggling that much, but you know, he can't do anything. He can't break the grapple right now. Get off me,
So, yeah,
dude.
that's all I'll do.
Why are you struggling so much? Get off me. No homo. All right. That's it for Thwip. That'll bring us to Quinley.
All right.
It's kind of halfway down the hallway.
Yeah. So I think... Do you think Quinley can hear from where he's at that Yaneeko talking to Luvick?
He does have some heightened sense to him, probably, but it's not like true vampire heightened senses. So, I mean, you can roll a perception to see if you hear it.
Okay, let's do that then.
I mean, I can pop us all over there on my next turn.
Okay, do you want to do that then? Because I
Yeah.
was thinking, should I turn around and go back, or should I go, to the door if I didn't know that he got in there yet? So, okay. Well, in that case, then we don't need to do that. I will just take Quinley, right. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. So, we're hasted, aren't we?
We are hasted.
Okay. So I'll take him just inside the door, right behind Yaneeko, into the room where he's talking to Luvick.
Okay. Sounds good. And just for now, we'll say that's Luvick. I don't have a pawn made for him exactly, but we'll say that's his for now. Okay. Anything else from Quinley?
Nope. He just barges in, hears them talking, and hears Luvick say, come on. So we're going.
All right. Diego.
Okay, so Diego is got one of the guys. I know he's trying to prevent him from getting gaseous or leaving at all. So that's why he's grappled. So I'm going to maintain the grapple on him. So what do I need to roll for that?
That'll be your CMB.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
34.
Yep, you easily maintain the grapple.
Okay. With my other hand, can I hit him? Hit one of the other guys?
You can.
I have 4 paws.
But since you are maintaining this grapple, it would just be like a 1 hit with him.
1 hit? Okay.
Yeah.
So I will attempt to hit the one on the furthest left of me. Let's see. That would be a 25.
25 will hit.
Okay, cool. 13 points of bludgeoning silver damage.
All right. He's got a bloody nose, basically, as you paw him in the face.
Take that. You should know better.
Rude. All right. Anything else from Diego?
No, he's going to maintain his spot in the doorway and not let anyone through.
Alrighty. Next up is the vampire spawn. So the 2 that are grappled are going to spend their action to go to gaseous form. Because they can do that at will. Nope, they're not dead. Do the wavy symbol on them so we remember that they're indeed gaseous, but still alive. And then the other 2 will attack their... Well, this one is actually going to 5-foot step over, so he gets the flank. And the other 2 are going to be stuck where they're at. or the other 3. So 2 are attacking Diego, and 2 are attacking Thwip. Will be a slam attack for each of them. So the first one on Diego, again, I can only hit you guys, I think, with a natural 20. Because that's a 23.
That is not a hit.
And the second one, there's the natural 20. I did it. So he hits. But does he confirm? No. Because I would have needed another natural 20 to confirm. So it's 1 hit on Diego. And Diego will take... Really? Okay. 2 points of damage from the hit. And because it's a slam attack from a vampire spawn, you will also gain 1 negative level.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay. What is a negative level?
This is gonna be bad without pork chop around.
Yeah. We need pork chop.
Essentially, it's a -1 to everything, and -5 to your max and current hit points.
Oh.
And then within 24 hours, you'll need to make a fortitude save. And if you pass that one, you get the level back. If you fail it, that negative level becomes permanent. I believe restoration can be used to restore that negative level. Not lesser restoration, it has to be like regular restoration. Alright. But if you have it in Hero Lab, you should be able to put that in and it'll take care of all of it for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have it in Hero Lab. I'm still using RPG Scribe. So, I used a custom modifier for the hit points. And what was the other thing that I had to do?
Basically a -1 to everything else. So you got
on my
-5
stats.
to... Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? Negative levels can be nasty. Alright. So that's the one guy on Diego. Now we got the 2 that are attacking Thwip. 23.
Nope. Luckily.
And a 16. So those 2 miss. Alright. So that's their turn. Now I'll go back to the top of the round with Genny.
All right, so I'm going to open up this door, but I'm going to tell him, as soon as we get in the room, you need to try and command the spawn to stand down. Okay?
Why do you tell me what to do with my spawn?
It's just to show you what we mean when we tell you that they're breaking their bonds.
We will see.
I mean, okay, but that's how it's gonna work. I mean, I'm not trying to be never mind. We gotta go. So I'm gonna open the dimension door, and then we're all gonna end up here in the northern part of the cave.
Alright, so going back into that drug den, into the northern part of the room. Blunk.
Welcome back, guys.
And after traveling by Dimension Door, Luvick looks like he's about to hurl up his lunch.
Do you have to make
I'm
a
not used to
Constitution
traveling
save?
this manner.
So
Like how he's talking all tough.
tell him to stop. Just say stop.
And in a loud, booming voice, he yells out, "Enough! Stop!" The vampire spawn turn and look at him and laugh and go back to what they were doing.
Damn dog is clowning on you.
Ya te dije.
Told you.
I do not understand. Why do they not respond?
They're
They're taking drugs.
It doesn't matter what drugs are in our system. Vampires are compelled to respond to their sires. This makes no sense.
There was 2 other vampires in here that went invisible and then started a fire, and she points to the giant fire that I don't know if he noticed or not.
Yeah, fire. Kill these spawn, and then we will see what clues they leave behind.
I mean, we will do, but you want to, throw hands with us, or?
No, I'll sit back here.
Throw chingazos or?
Yeah.
Just throw a chancla?
Oh, no, I do not fight anymore. That is beneath me. That is for you to do. I will sit here and watch. Do you have any popcorn? I don't know. I can't eat it anyway. But yes, enjoy. Kill and be merry and have fun. You're allowed.
Do I have any more movement?
That would have been your standard action, I believe, for your dimension door. So you can still move.
Well, then I'm gonna move. I am going to... I'm going to stand here so that I can flank 2 people.
All right, moving down to join the party there. And making a triangle with Diego, Thwip, and 2 of the vampire spawn.
Yes, and that's my turn because I can't attack because I did a spell.
Alrighty. Yaneeko.
Okay, so Yaneeko pulls out 2 arrows. Luvick wants them dead. Let's get them dead. First roll is a 30.
That'll hit. Which one are you going after? The one up?
We'll go, directly in front of me. Yeah,
Right.
to the left of her.
All right, the one that is currently being flanked by Thwip and Genny.
Oh yeah.
You don't get the Thwip bonus because you're not flanking. But
What's
It is
the
being
Thwip
flanked.
bonus?
Yeah, what's the Thwip bonus?
did I say Thwip bonus?
Yeah,
Yes.
you did.
I want
I
a
meant
Thwip
Thwip would
bonus.
Thwip would get the flanking bonus. Words are hard.
For 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. With a silver arrow.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, and then he pulls out his second attack. He pulls out another arrow for his second attack. For a 40?
A 40?
A 40?
Is that a crit?
Ouch!
That's what I said. I was like, wait. How do I tell what the first number is? What did it roll?
Where are you rolling it?
Rolled Hero Lab.
In the Hero Lab? I can't help you there, because I'm not sure.
Because it doesn't tell me underneath. So it has to be a crit, right?
I would imagine. Let me see.
No, it's a 19. Because my modifier is a plus 21. There it is. I see it now.
Okay.
So nope, just a really good hit.
That's a really good hit.
A really good hit.
That's not a critical threat, though?
I don't think with my...
21 and 19 is 40. So yeah, that's right. It'd be a 41 to be a crit.
Yeah, and it doesn't say it's a... I don't have plus 19 as the crit as well.
Yeah. 'Cause with a
okay.
yeah, with
Yeah,
Not
arrows.
everybody gets that.
Yeah, with a bow and arrow, 20 is all you crit with.
Yeah.
But it's a
Not
times
like
3 crit.
Yeah, not like a cool scimitar.
Right.
Okay, so damage for that one is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Okay. And then I'll take my hasted attack.
Okay.
27.
Definitely a hit.
Okay. For 10 points of damage.
And that one turns to gas.
Boom. He looks at Luvick, kind of just dusts off the shoulder a little bit. Yeah, did you see that? You see how easy that was?
Yeah.
Is there
use a
anything-
Goonies
Get your
spawn.
hands dirty.
That's right. I got
Is there
you,
anything
bud.
Luvick can do that would stop the gas part?
No.
No? Okay.
He doesn't have command gas?
No,
Come on.
he does not. He is not. He is not Beano.
Bino would just root these vampires in one location.
Right. Beano is a Nosferatu that they keep hidden for special occasions. He's in their medicine cabinet. All right, so that was 3 attacks on one of these spawn from Yaneeko, and basically just brap, 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 one right through the heart, and he turns to gas.
Absolutely.
So then next up would be Thwip. You're no
all right?
longer grappling anybody because he's that one in front of you turned to gas, so you just basically have one to your southeast.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna. They apparently don't like being grappled, so you know what? I'm gonna grab onto that guy too. I'm like, hey, you come here.
All right.
You're gonna hug these guys to death.
Yeah. So let's
No,
see.
don't touch me.
It is 20, not natural.
20. Let me see. I believe that's enough to grapple. Yes, that is enough to grapple.
Yes.
Double up. All right, so we got another vampire spawn grappled.
Do you have to roll to give him a noogie?
I'll allow it this round.
Okay. I was like,
Doesn't do
otherwise I
anything.
can try it on my next turn.
Yeah, there you go. You're hasted, I think. So it's a
Yeah.
hasted noogie,
Just rubbing his hair off it so fast.
right? It just comes off in clumps. Very good. Another one all grappled and stuff. All right, so that'll then bring us to Quinley.
All right. So Quinley. So when this is me not knowing a lot about a rogue since I've never played one. You would think I would have with the 12 characters that I've had, but
I know, right?
so when you're flanking somebody, does your teammate have to be on the direct other side of you? Is that how
Yes.
it works?
Yes.
Shoot. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like I have an avenue for that. Or does since Diego's so big, if I go to the right side of Genny here, that one to my right between me and Diego, would that be flanked since he's so big?
The one here on the far left of that little angle would be
Yeah.
flanked. Yes, because
Heck yeah.
he takes up 4 squares, so he's threatening all of those squares. So this square is directly across from you, so that would be a flank.
Nice. Diego so big and threatening. All right. So okay. So he will. Quinley will move to the right of Genny, and have this spawn flanked. So he gets to
Gonna do some sneak attack.
do a little sneak attack. Yeah, I never got to do this before. This is fun. All right. Turn on my add damage to the sneak attack. All right. Let's roll. For attack 36.
Definitely a hit.
All right. Okay. It didn't roll my sneak attack with it though. Interesting. How did
Rude.
that happen? I know.
I believe your sneak attack's a 3d6 right now.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's
and it has
46.
it here. It says effects plus 3d6 sneak attack, but it just didn't roll them.
Looks like you may actually be 4d6 by now.
Oh. On here it's saying 3 still on the damage thing. I mean, I'll roll 4 if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm just looking at your special abilities section on there, and where it says sneak attack says plus 46.
Because I have plus 3d6 on that too.
He's level 10. Currently at 65 hit points out of 72. Is that what you're seeing too?
Mm-mm. I have hit points of 73, full up.
Huh. Wonder why you've got a different.
Are you scamming me, bro? Did you give me an old version?
I just gave you control.
You're trying to kill Quinley while I have him? Is that what you're doing?
Dun, dun, dun.
It even says up at the top of my screen, it says controlled by. So that's you, right?
Okay. Interesting. All right, let me back out and come back in and see if that helps.
Oh, he does have a negative level on him, so that might be part of it.
Why, he got a negative level?
I think he got attacked by a vampire spawn at some point.
Okay, characters. Quinley. Yep, 73 of 73.
I'm so confused. I take off the negative level. No, that brings him to 77 as his max.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll go with the 46 for your sneak attack. Because that's what I'm showing you're supposed to have.
Okay. So, in that case, we will do 4d6 damage. And I had the 5 already, so...
Okay.
Let's see. Custom roll. For 16 points of damage.
And that one turns to gas.
Yes! Alright. That was easy.
Sneaky.
Alright, that was fun. Maybe I'll play a rogue next when you kill my character.
Rogues can be fun. I do like rogues.
I'll have to get some tips from the other Gary, too.
Mm-hmm.
From Showbear.
They are pretty fun.
Swashbuckler.
Yep. Alright, cool.
Alright then. So, was that only one attack from Quinley?
Oh, that's true. Move and attack. And I guess I'm hasted, right? So I get another one?
Mm-hmm.
But this one isn't sneaky, right?
Correct, because you don't have flanking for that one.
Alright, so let's try to hit the one right in front of me for 33.
33 hits.
Okay. And that one is only 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Nope. There we go. So, subtracting 5, I just put 5 as their current hit points. I'm like, nope, that's not right. Alright. So, some snap from Quinley. And that'll bring us to Diego.
Diego is... Okay, so the one he was grappling has turned to gas. So there's only the one guy there, right?
Correct. So, and directly across from Genny, so you would be flanking this one. So you would get the flanking bonus.
Okay, so I'm going to go Flurry of Blows on him.
All right.
That is a 21.
21 hits.
4. Okay, the lowest possible. 7 points of damage.
All right.
The next one is a 31.
Definitely a hit.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The third one is an 18.
These things are puny, and you're flanking, so that hits.
For 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The fourth one is 30.
Definitely hit.
For another 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And I've got one more attack. I have one more attack because it's a
hasted attack.
Hasted attack. Okay, that is a natural 1.
Oh no! Roll confirm.
Rolling to confirm, and I get a 20.
All right, so not a fumble. Just a miss on the last one.
Okay.
But he's dead anyway. He was dead like your second hit. I just want to see how much damage you could do on him.
Crash him.
You got him.
Crash him.
Yeah, you got him to negative 23. So
There we go.
You're lucky with that -1. You didn't hurt yourself on him like a dead jellyfish on the beach like situation.
I got a fang in my neck. Oh.
all right, so that leaves one left that's not already turned to gas. I will say that you notice the ones that have turned to gas did move. I forgot to move them, so they've moved. So the gas has moved. All right. It's the vampire spawn's turn anyway. So the one that is being grappled by Thwip turns to gas as a standard action, then moves. And you give me a perception check, especially Diego and Thwip. You'll get a bonus because you're closer.
Okay.
Diego got a 28.
28?
32.
32? All right, so between the two of you, you do notice that there is a small hole in the wall that the vampire spawn escaped through.
Oh.
So they have disappeared through that hole in the wall. About that time, the fire starts to kind of peter out in the other room, and Luvick says, "Leave them. We might have an idea of where they have gone. Well, let's see what they were trying to hide."
We out of initiative?
You're out of initiative.
Okay, so I think we should start making our case, like, so see, I think that, what's his face? Giovanni Montucci, what was his name?
Yep. That's the other campaign.
Right.
Tucci.
Rodvid? I think that Rodvid guy, he's falsified records, and we give him the file that has the wrong information in it, so that he can read it. They're all working together to try and break, I guess, your sway. They're trying to do a coup on you.
I see. But I still do not understand how this is possible.
Some drug that they're using.
In all my years as a vampire, I've never seen any drug that will allow this sort of behavior.
Well, it seems like they were trying to cover it up. You see this explosion that happened right here. Is I think where they were storing it, maybe.
I see.
Do you have Vampire CSI? I mean, where they were
SVU.
Right.
Oh no.
Special
Especially
vampire
heinous.
unit.
Yeah. Where they were, being administered the drugs. Is there anything there? Needles or
Give me,
I don't know.
give me perception checks around the room. See what you find. And are you searching in this main room, or are you searching more in the southern chamber?
I think first in this one, right?
Yeah. I got a 15.
30.
15, 30. You see some drug paraphernalia in this room. Nothing that would really. There's not like a full dose or anything in here. Maybe some remnants in the bottom of a vial or something, but not a lot to go off of.
It is not marked with anything. There's no Pfizer label on it or anything.
Right.
Well, then we could explore where the fire was.
Okay.
Is it another perception?
That is another perception.
21.
21. Anybody else gonna help?
Quinley got a Nat 20, 32.
All right.
I got 30.
30, 32, 21. All right. So under some of like the rubble in here of this room that's been destroyed, you do see a wooden crate that does have a lock on it.
Heck yeah.
Quinley, it's your time to shine.
Well, I was going to say, how do I? Is it
like,
similar
wait a
to a trap where I can just use the trap thing on it?
It would be disable device to unlock it.
Got it. This is fun. I actually get to use them this time. Disable device. Okay. I rolled a 25.
25. That is enough to open this simple lock. And inside, you find what appears to be 5 full doses of this elixir, in addition to 20 small samples of the drug.
Damn, they were handing out samples? That's crazy.
That's how they get you. At least that's what Dare told me. Is they give you free samples of drugs.
That's right. So Quinley gestures over to Luvick. Come look. This is what they're using.
This is intriguing. He opens one of the samples, kind of smells it a bit. He says notes of red wine with
Sandalwood.
the scent of fresh spilled blood, with a hint of iron and scarberries.
Can I detect magic on it? See if there's a magic component to it?
You can?
All right, I do that.
All right. It does have a faint aura of necromancy.
So, yeah, they're also using magic. Let me see if I can find out what kind. Do I need to do an Arcana check for that, or
Identify.
Yes. You can use Knowledge Arcana. You can use, if you have the Identify spell, you could use that for it a bit too. You could use Craft Alchemy. Those would be the main things that you could use for this.
All right, let's see. Arcana. I got an 11.
An 11. You
But
know
I rolled
nothing.
a 1.
You know nothing.
What about spellcraft? Can I use spellcraft?
You could use it. It wouldn't tell you all of it, but it might tell you a little bit.
Well, right now we know nothing. So
That's true. So you can roll spellcraft to see if you can get anything
20.
else from it. 20?
20, yeah.
With a 20, you can tell that it does give off some remnants of the spell False Life.
Okay, so are you familiar with the spell False Life?
Yes, it is almost like an energy vampire type spell.
Well, I think that has some notes of that in there. How much I can't
And
tell
sandalwood.
you. Not everything is sandalwood.
I still do not understand why a concoction like this with these ingredients blend of false life would allow the vampires to disobey their sires.
Well, I mean, it gives them the illusion of life, right? And in life, they didn't have a sire. That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know what the
More
iron and wine and
importantly-
all that other stuff is, but
Why are they doing this?
This is something else that we do not know.
I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but to be free, I mean, it's something that, you know, all creatures want, right?
I suppose. After so many years, it is not something I think about much.
Well, I mean, you're a top dog, right?
This is true. Perhaps we can have some of our vampires take a look at this elixir to get a better idea of what it does.
Well, before you do that, is there anybody that you think that is on your little council? I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to diminish his little council. That's on your council that would be participating in this? Because this is obviously an inside job. Somebody the call's coming from inside the house, whatever a call is. I don't know what a phone is.
This is very troubling. You are correct that this must be some sort of inside job. There are 2 trusted advisors of mine that I do not believe could be part of this, particularly because I have controlled them recently, so I know they are not under the influence of this elixir. But to be safe, perhaps you should question them without me. The 2 that I believe that you should ask are the ones I've told you before. Those would be my sheriff, Desmond Coate. You'll be able to find him in the chapel. The other is Lady Evgenia Zunaida. She is one of the vampire elite. Speak with them, get them on your side, and we'll see what information we find out.
And what about the Nosferatu that's locked up? Is he going to stay locked up?
I believe this clears his case. Radvir was the one that was building the case against him, and I clearly believe that he was trying to frame him.
Does that mean that anything in his shop is up for grabs?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go get my money back.
Yeah, right.
Does he have a potion of that can get me back to normal?
I do not know that we have potions of restoration down here.
How do you know that he lost restoration? How do you know he wasn't like some sort of werecat or something?
I can sense it.
He
The
looks
blood
about his
smells.
level off.
He looks
blood
like he's
smells.
been slammed by a vampire.
Yes.
You've been slammed. I can tell.
Uh-huh. His blood had more vitality before.
While they're speaking, can Yaneeko try to sleight of hand one of these vials?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Rolling sleight of hand. A 28.
28. I see what you are trying to do there, but it is okay. You may have one of the vials.
Dang.
Damn.
Homie caught me.
I rolled an at 20 on the perception.
Of course you did.
Damn.
And he already has a high perception as it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Got him. All right. Well,
That's life.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No problem. We are currently on the same team for now.
Yeah. Well, our friend Porkchop got poisoned by this, so I was wanting to maybe do some investigation on it to see if we could help him as well.
Wait, was it this?
We don't know. Maybe.
It may have been this.
May have been. Pretty sure.
I do hope for your friend's sake that you are able to find something. I believe this elixir must be quite powerful if it has the effects of this kind on vampires. There's no telling what it could do to a living creature.
Yeah. Well, he ran away, so we got to find him.
Yeah, so if you see a frog in the tunnels that just freaking the fuck out,
Yeah.
He's with us.
This reminds me of a story of, Alice in the Wonderland?
Just like that.
Yes. But, as you did bring up, the Nosferatu, I believe he was working on this elixir with how Rodvir discovered that he could be the one causing these issues, so perhaps he knows more information if he has a sample for him to work on. We will get with him and see if we can find out more on this elixir.
So what do you want to do with the other bottles? If they come back for it, they're just going to use it.
No, we will not leave these here. We will put these in safe storage. I do not want members of any part of this council turning against me.
You don't want to destroy it?
Who knows, I might need them at some point.
Oh,
Okay.
Just because I'm old doesn't mean there's not people that I have to answer to.
Okay. Understood.
But yes, speak with Lady Eugenia and Desmond Colt and see what information you can find out and get them on your side. I do believe that Desmond Colt will want to set up a stakeout to catch Radvir in the act. That's his style.
perfect. I'm down for that.
Well, are you ready? Who do you want to see first? You know who I think we should go see? The guy in the church. Because maybe he can do restoration? He's in a church.
Ooh, good
like
point.
a cleric would
Good
be.
idea. It's possible.
So is that
All right.
Desmond or Lady Daphne Zuniga?
That is Desmond.
All right. So are we off?
We're off, but we got to stop by the dress shop so I can get my money back.
Bitch better have my money. All right, so you stop by the shop, take all that, and then you are heading to the cathedral, which is this big chamber at the northernmost point of the map. All right, so you are directed here to the cathedral. Once you step inside the cathedral, you see a small shrine that stands in the middle of this large chamber, centered on a statue of a horned man with fangs and bat wings, holding a wickedly spiked flail in one hand. Beyond the shrine sit two long tables with elaborately carved dark wood chairs. You also see, kind of praying at this large statue, you see a very heavily armored vampire and two other vampire nobles kneeling here as well.
So 3 in total.
Yes.
Can I sneakily... I mean, what's the statue of? Besides a Batman with a flail.
Give me a knowledge religion if you want to figure out what that is.
Oh, I'm not good at religion. Just like real life.
Quinley doesn't have religion either.
I got 15.
Me either.
Diego does have religion.
All right. I'll see if you know what it is, Diego.
Probably not. That's a 7.
No. It's too bad your cleric isn't here.
I'm a bad monk. I'm a real bad monk.
So you do not know what this statue is of, other than, Batman with fangs. But this is a very large chamber. The ceiling in here is 20 feet high, but then the smaller side rooms here have 10-foot high ceilings.
So, I mean, I'm just going to say, Desmond Coat?
Who disturbs our infernal supplications?
Genny?
Show him the badge.
Yeah, no, I whip it right out.
And then the badge too.
Yeah.
Where you think I keep it?
Whoa.
It's a cover.
In my special wallet. Yeah, no, I let him know, yeah, we're here because Luvick sent us. He's got some questions. Can we talk?
Perhaps.
I mean, do you have to prepare something? Why? Perhaps we can talk or we can't talk.
How do I know that you received that from Luvick? Yes, it is Luvick's signet, but how do I know that that is how you got it? If he sent you to me, you must be well-versed in the knowledge of Hell's hierarchy, or strong in battle. Which is it?
Strong in battle. Doesn't even hesitate.
If that is so, tell me of your adventures. I like to hear stories of the battlefield. Especially
Once
one
upon a
with
time.
death.
So we beat up a god. We killed a bunch of fish people. Fought some werewolves. I think.
These stories intrigue me. Give me a either diplomacy or intimidate check as you tell these stories.
Okay.
And others can aid as well.
I'll aid.
All right. Give me the aid.
What are you? Which one are you doing though?
Oh, I'm doing intimidate because I get a plus 11 to that.
Got 21 on my aid.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can we aid? Yeah.
Yep, everybody can aid if they would like to. Intimidate.
We're all just flexing.
I got a good roll. Let's see. Intimidate.
I got 26 plus whatever Gary gives me.
So that's a +2 from him. If you roll above a 10, you aid.
I got an
That's
8.
a +2.
I got an 18.
All right, so another +2. Sorry, +4.
22 from Yaneeko.
So +6.
Let's see what
Quinley.
Quinley got. Quinley got a 6. So
Yeah, so Quinley does not aid, but he was not there
No.
for part of these stories.
right, exactly.
So it's +6 to whatever you rolled, Genny.
Okay. It was, I think, 26. I moved my die. 26 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2.
+6, so 32.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, if nothing else, these stories have entertained me. And for that, I shall reward you with entertaining your questions. But perhaps we shall pick this up next time.
Oh,
What do you mean next time? Are we going to get into
finish it on the outro this time.
Yes. We've definitely improved that.